How can we verify our EtherChannel bundle configuration? Well, there's a few different commands. Let's go over them. The first one is an interface command, show interfaces, and then you specify the physical interface that is part of a bundle you want to verify, and then you tack on the EtherChannel keyword at the end. And we can see from this output that this particular physical interface is up within that EtherChannel bundle. We can see that it's part of Group 1, and it was configured with a mode of active. What are the options we have? We have active, passive, auto, desirable, and on. So if it was active that was utilized, what is the protocol that was used to form the EtherChannel bundle? LACP. And we can see that since this is channel group 1, we have port channel 1 right over here that this interface is going to be a member of or logically represented as within that EtherChannel bundle. The next command is show EtherChannel followed by the EtherChannel number or the channel group number and then the port channel command. And when we look at the output here, we can see that we're looking at port channel 1. There's our link between the port channels right there. And how long the port channel has been active for, so 195 days plus in this case. The logical slot and port number. The logical slot and port number is important because every physical interface on our switches are represented with a number, a slot and port number. Well, the same thing is true here. Even though it's a logical interface, there has to be some way to represent that interface on the device. We can verify the number of ports that are part of this particular port channel or this EtherChannel bundle. In this case, it's 2. We already know based on the result of this command that gigabit 0/24 is part of the port channel. But if we look down below here, we can see that we have gigabit 0/23 and 0/24 that is part of port channel 1. We can verify here that the protocol of LACP was utilized, but also notice it says active, active. So the interfaces, their modes are active, which was enabling the LACP protocol on those interfaces, and as a result, the port channel is based on the utilization of LACP in this case. There's an index number listed over on the left-hand side, and this index number is going to be utilized to represent the interfaces during load balancing. So if the result of an algorithm produces 0, then interface gigabit Ethernet 0/23 is used. If the result of the algorithm is a 1, then gigabit 0/24 is going to be used. 55% of the load is going across gigabit 0/23 right now, and 45% of the load is going across gigabit 0/24. Another command we can utilize for verifying our EtherChannel bundles is show EtherChannel summary. And what I like about this command is we can verify the channel group number, the port channel that's created, the protocol that was utilized, and the ports that are all bundled into the EtherChannel. We also have different flags that indicate the health or status of that EtherChannel bundle. So let's take a look at this command in our live environment. Show EtherChannel summary. And if we look at the output here of show EtherChannel summary, here is channel group 1, and we have port channel 1. And notice that it says port channel 1 is SU. This is really good. SU is indicating that it's a layer 2 port channel, and it is in use. If we saw RU, it means it's a layer 3 port channel, and it's in use. So those are indicators that the configuration and the formation of the port channel is successful. If we saw down, for example, RD or SD, it indicates that something is wrong. The port channel was not successfully formed, established. It's not up between the two end devices. Therefore, the EtherChannel bundle wasn't successfully formed. Now, why was that? It could be many different reasons. For example, the protocol on DSW1 is PEG-P. What is it on DSW2? Is it PEG-P, LACP, or ON? Well, the protocol has to be PEG-P on the other end if we expect to successfully form an EtherChannel bundle. However, remember, if one side's auto, the other side has to be desirable. Because our only options are auto and desirable or desirable and desirable on each ends of the bundle. If we are using PEG-P, if it's LACP, it's active-passive or active-active as our options. The ports listed, Gigabit Ethernet 1/0/5 and 1/0/6. So these two ports are part of the EtherChannel bundle. And notice it says P for bundled in port channel. You want to see a capital P here. This means that everything is fine, everything is great. If you see I's, for example, standalone, then it's not part of the bundle. It's supposed to be, but it's standing alone because something is wrong. It might be a configuration such as speed mismatch or duplex mismatch amongst the interfaces that are part of the port channel. Suspended is bad as well. Suspended means it's not allowed to be bundled in the port channel. It's not allowed to be used because of some potential misconfiguration that is going on. If you are using LACP and you have more than 8 ports that are part of the port channel, then you will see the hot standby ones, so the ones that are not active, listed with an H, a capital H for that. So the thing to remember is that S, U, and capital P's and H's are good things. Other than that, you will be troubleshooting your EtherChannel configuration.